Hello everyone, my name is Manasvi and I'm working with the Society for Animal Health, Agriculture, Science and Humanity to raise awareness about the most important legal reforms in India in over 160 years. In this short video, I will explain what the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita is and how it replaces the Indian Penal Code and what it means for women's safety and justice delivery. The Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita or BNS officially replaces the Indian Penal Code from July 1st, 2024. It's one part of a larger criminal law overhaul alongside the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita for procedures and the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam for evidence. Together, these new laws aim to make justice faster, more transparent, and more victim friendly. The Indian Penal Code was written in 1860 by the British for colonial India. It didn't cover modern crimes like cyber fraud, terrorism, or mob violence, and it was never victim focused. The new BNS, however, corrects this by using modern language, clearer structure, and promising speedier trials, focusing on both the victim and the accused. The Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita or BNS officially replaced. Under the IPC, there were 511 sections. BNS cuts this down to 358, removing outdated colonial laws. Sedition. Under the IPC, there were 511 sections. BNS cuts this down to 358, removing outdated colonial laws. Sedition is done, and new offences like cybercrime and digital theft are added. While adultery is decriminalized, marital rape is still not recognized, which remains a major concern. For petty offences, BNS introduces community service, a much needed alternative to jail. Now, talking about women centric reforms. For the first time in Indian law, crimes against women and children are grouped under a special chapter, Chapter 5 of the BNS. It includes rape, disrobing, voyeurism, stalking, acid attacks, and trafficking. Punishments for gang rape and child sexual abuse have been made harsher. This is a strong step towards prioritizing women's safety. BNS brings in powerful procedural reforms. Police must now record the victim's statement through audio or video, and it has to be done by or in the presence of a woman magistrate. Free medical care is mandatory, and hospitals must submit reports within 7 days. Confidentiality of rape victims is also strongly protected under Section 228A. Coming to the most important, workplace safety and POSH, the BNS strengthens the POSH Act by allowing criminal charges against workplace harassers. Sexual harassment is now clearly punishable under Sections 74 and 75. This pushes employers to take workplace complaints more seriously and opens a pathway for NGOs to train and support victims through legal channels. The Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita definitely marks progress. Transgender identity is acknowledged, and many laws are now gender neutral. But key gaps still remain. Marital rape is still not a crime. Male and transgender victims of rape aren't protected either. These loopholes must be addressed in future reforms to ensure justice for all. NGOs like the Society for Animal Health, Agriculture, Science and Humanity have a major role in making these reforms meaningful. We can help women file FIRs, guide them through medical legal support, and train companies for POSH compliance. We must work with the police, courts, and society to ensure every woman knows her rights under the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. The Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita gives us a powerful legal tool, but it's up to us to use it well. Let's empower survivors, hold institutions accountable, and make justice faster, safer, and more inclusive. Thank you for watching, and please reach out to the Society for Animal Health, Agriculture, Science and Humanity if you'd like to support or train on these new reforms. Thank you for watching.